What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be continuing the top 5 airtime moments series, talking about my top 5 airtime moments at Kentucky Kingdom. We're going to start it off with a couple honorable mentions, and starting off the honorable mentions we have Kentucky Flyer's Triple Down. This is a really good airtime moment. I had a lot of room on Kentucky Flyer, but that is all from Kentucky Flyer you're going to see. And the second and last honorable mention we have is Storm Chaser's second Camelback. Not as good as the first one, but still a really good airtime moment, but couldn't just make this list. Starting off the list at number 5, we have Lightning Run's Camelback. Now, this is pretty low on the list because I ended up disappointed after every ride. And this is because I was expecting some insane injector, but the hill really just offered some good floater, which is fine. But when you're expecting ejector and get mild floater, it's a little disappointing. This hill is the most sustained moment of airtime on the ride, just not my favorite due to my expectations being sky high. Once I get back to this coaster, I'll have to give it another try. I think another thing that might have caused the weaker airtime was the half-loaded trains in the day. Although I can't really give this excuse because Storm Chaser was hauling even though those trains were half-loaded, so I don't know. All the conditions were perfect for this moment to deliver, like the 90-degree weather. This moment just fell flat. Now, coming in at number 4, trigger warning. No, not the element, but slight trigger warning. We have Storm Chaser's Trick Track Double Up. I know. Yeah, sure, this is an amazing airtime moment. I'd have to agree with you. But it's just like you got Lightning Rod's quad down and cut the second half off of it and got left with the off-brand version known as the Trick Track Double Up. Yeah. Anyways, the reason this is so low is for the shortness of the airtime moment and how it tries to absolutely break your shoulders by slamming them into the side of the train. If you're into that, that's awesome. Put it at your number 1. But I couldn't get off this ride without thinking about how painful the Trick Track Double Up was. So why is this even on the list if I'm trashing it so much? One word. This is probably some of the most jarring and sheer intense airtime I've ever experienced, which qualifies it for the list. But besides those facts, yeah, it's painful. Moving on. Now, my number 3 is going to be Lightning Run's Airtime Hill Finale. Well, this is actually my favorite airtime moment at the park. If we were going off that, it would be number 1, but we're actually going strictly off the strongest moments. Now, although this isn't the strongest moment of airtime in the park, I think the back-to-back-to-back hills, all offering very strong ejector, give it a solid 3 placement. The only con I would give this airtime moment is the pain it inflicts on your thighs. Like, Lord have mercy, I rode this twice in a row, and at one point during those last couple airtime moments, I was screaming, not particularly because I enjoyed the ride, more because of the pain. But besides that, this is an amazing airtime moment and my favorite in the park. Number 2 was a very hard decision for me to make, because the top 2 airtime moments are really close and interchangeable, but both of these moments are very strong moments of ejector. The thing it ended up coming down to was sustainability. So, with that out of the way, coming in at number 2, we have Lightning Run's first drop. You know how earlier I was saying that Lightning Run's Camelback didn't meet my expectations? Well, the same cannot be said about this first drop. This drop has to be taken in the back to get the strongest airtime possible. You already have some decent speed up this 100-foot lift hill. As you're cresting the top, you begin to speed up as Lightning Run tries to fling you into the parking lot with the restraint holding you in. This is one of my top 10 drops right behind Diamondback and my favorite drop at Kentucky Kingdom. This was a very hard decision to make, but there's one more airtime moment that I still prefer. Now, before we get to number 1, I just want to remind you, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe. And if you haven't checked out my Instagram at @coasterkingdom_, go check that out and follow me. Now, On number 1. And finally, at number 1, we have Storm Chasers Camelback. The first Camelback. You take this Camelback with a full head of steam. You know how I said lightning rounds drop tries to fling you into the parking lot? Yeah, this one tries to throw you into the Ohio River. This Airtime hill is taken so fast, I wonder how the upstop wheels are this strong. The Airtime is so violent and sudden, it hurts your thighs but in the good way, unlike the Trick Track Double Up. This is one of my top 10 Airtime modes of all time, and if you've ridden it, it's easy to understand why. If you ride this while it's hauling in the back seat, you'll go flying every time. This is easily the most powerful and sustained moment of Airtime in the park, which is why I had to put it in my number 1 spot on the list. Alright guys, that wraps up my video for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I've been trying to get my subscribers up so I can get on more people's suggested page. It would help out the channel a lot, and it would keep me going on posting videos. If you enjoyed this series, give it a like. If you don't enjoy the series, let me know, and I can do it less often or just stop doing it in general. But yeah, hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next month. Peace.